The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions.
Crypto flip.
In this week's episode, we'll be discussing current state of the market. But before we get into any of that, you know what we have to do? We have to ease into things and delve into some crypto confessions. So let's get into it. I made $450,000 during peak bull run. Started flying out e-girls, buying them bags, and a bunch of other items. Eventually started dating one. Blew a lot of money on her. Once I only had $100,000 left, I longed Bitcoin on 10x with $40,000 and got liquidated at a liquidation price of $93,000. I am now down $30,000 since then and have been using credit cards to fund the lifestyle, and she doesn't know I'm broke yet. What do you man make of that?
Brother, some people out there, are so chopped. They're so messed up. They're spending money on their credit cards to keep up with only fangirl making blood. I feel like at this point, bro, you lost the game when you went 100x, 10x long on Bitcoin at 100k, thinking that was gonna be your savior, and now you're holding down this chick that obviously don't want you, bro. She just wants the bags and the food and the whatever you're taking her, bro. You just have to let it go at that point. I feel like to make 450 bags and then now being 30k down and using credit cards. Yeah, man, you've seen it all, bro. But you need to let that one go. She's not for you.
She's for the streets. She's actually for the streets, fam. Because, and let's put it this way, put it in perspective, yeah. Person A is a savvy investor that's made 450k during the peak of the bull run or any time of the bull run. A savvy investor would know exactly what to do with that. Take some cash out for a rainy day and maybe leave a little bit for like reinvestment in obviously like other various things that will obviously allow you to keep growing. And then you have a DJ like this that does the most stupidest thing. He thinks I think his thought process was, I made it now. I'm a millionaire. Bro, you're not a millionaire, bro. You're not Elon Musk, fam. You're not a trillionaire, fam. You started, bro, even Elon Musk wouldn't do this. Elon Musk hit trillionaire, bro. Elon Musk hit trillionaire status. All my idea was even work harder, fam, doing girls. You want to start finding an e-girl, girl that basically show their private parts on cam, fam. And you think that girl's for you. You think she loves you. You think she's right or there for you. Obviously, obviously she's not for you, fam. Because if she was for you, you'd have told her what's going on. You know what, babes? I can't even afford this month, and I can't even afford to get that Hermes bag, I promise you. I know it's only 70 racks, but I can't get that Hermes bag, you know what I mean? And then a good girl be like, you know what, I understand you already bought me so much. Matter of fact, I think we should sell some bags so you can have some more money in your pocket. That's what a good girl would do, girl that actually supports you. What does man like do? Man's not putting his debt on the credit card, bro. Man's maxing on the Amex on the econ girl, fam. Nah, bro. There's no comeback from this one.
Yeah, it's wild still. I mean, look, flying out e-belts and doing all this madness is wild, bro. Like, 450k is a decent amount of change. And it's not life-changing amount of change. Like, if you were to spend that conservatively, you could live off it for about 10 years. And that's it. That's 445k. That's not including taxes, by the way. So that's something else you ain't factored in. Assuming that you even want to go down that road. But my guy's spending money like he's bloody Mayweather in his prime. And he's not made that type of money yet. So you really need to reevaluate life. Like, the way you got it seemed like it was fast money, and boy, you spent it like it was fast money. So now, just put the fries in a bag, bro, and just keep it moving. Well, with that being said, welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am joined once again with my co-hosts, Ricardo and Deddy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube and if you're listening on audio platforms, don't forget to leave a comment, because it helps us create new episodes. If it's your first time listening, we are three individual investors that are delving into the markets, analyzing stories, seeing where you can have a better edge so that you can multiply your own crypto portfolio. What we need to do is we need to have a look at the current market so that when we do go over that, we can actually apply it to the market as is. Because recently, the market dipped below $60,000. And I don't mean flash dip where it just dipped and it came back. I mean, it actually had a sustained dip and now is sitting at $59,334,000. Now, this is 2026 and is being recorded on Friday, June the 26th. So we are about 50% down, roughly, from the all-time high. And we probably still have a little bit of way to go. Where do you guys think we are? Because we've been saying we've been in the bear market even when we were sitting comfortably at about 70,000. But where do you think we can go from here? And what do you think is the best move if you are an investor?
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even try and think about these things anymore. Right now, with market being where it is, yeah, I'd say just hold Bitcoin. Hold Bitcoin if you're in it for the long term. If you're in it for the short term, bro, I still say October is when we're gonna see a low in the market. Looking through the market, I can't see any great news or any great catalyst that's gonna push us anywhere closer to where we need to be. Like, it's been under mad pressure. We're seeing a bunch of money move out of ETFs. Ethereum, you know, close little brother, is looking even worse. Like, there's just no big moves across the top 10. For me, I'm just like, yeah, if you're gonna jump into crypto now, jump in as like I'm accumulating at a reasonably low price. Because being below 60, bro.
Topping up your bags?
Legendary. Huh?
Are you going to be topping up your bags?
Nah, bro, I'm not topping up anything until October. I'm waiting until October, mid-October before I even look at jumping back in or topping up any crypto that I have. Because that's where I see the market bottoming out. So until then, I'm just going to be sidelined.
Nice. What do you think, Diddy?
I mean, there's obviously, you know, at the surface level, you know, we have the US PCE inflation print highest since 2023. That could be a trigger. Definitely wasn't good. And then, you know, you have the pause and hit and the Fed lowering rates. So it's like whenever the Fed start lowering rates consecutively, there's now investors and traders planning for a rate hike and a rate lowered. So it's like that's not good. And on top of that, remember we discussed on this channel several times, especially in our what's called Discord channel, about how investors in financial advice, well, investors shouldn't be looking to get involved in the SpaceX IPO because you're buying so late, it's gonna be liquidated on. Last time I checked SpaceX, I know he lost over, was it 400 billion in the span of 3 days? But yeah, and that coincided with obviously S&P correcting, Nasdaq correcting, shedding about 1,000 points in Nasdaq, and S&P losing several points as well. I mean, it just goes to show that. Remember, I said it to you guys. Yeah, watch when the tech stocks are pumping, crypto's not doing nothing. And when the stocks are pumping, crypto's up them. When the stocks are dumping, BTC dumps as well. So it's like we never get the good ride when stocks is climbing, but we usually get the swing lows when stocks is obviously going down downward. So I mean, and nothing too surprising here. I think unless it's been a lot of heavy leverage around 60K, it is a bit of a drop from the early levels of the last time one part it was 64K, and I thought maybe trending around that direction where like we probably make another rally to 70K, even if you get ejected again. And listen, now we know where we stand. That's a hard strong rejection resistance at 70K, but that wasn't the case. We just corrected below 60K. And it's a little bit concerning, but at the same time, it's all expected because, I mean, if you look at the ETF outflows, it's been crazy the past, last 30 days. The ETF outflow has been something in the 6 billion in ETF outflows. There's no good catalyst for it right now. And on top of that, there's been some pretty bad fundamental news as well. I don't know if you guys read the Ethereum Foundation letting go about 20% of their employees. Those are not the events that happen during the bull market, in my opinion. That tells me that we're currently and still firmly within the bear market. And I think slowly and surely we're starting to convince people. But I still think a lot of people are not convinced because a lot of people, someone brings up an opinion about Bitcoin being a bear market, someone gets attacked. It's just like, now, I mean, it's good to have your own brain and kind of use it sometimes because I think it's clear as day that we're in a more bearish market than we are in a bullish market. So, it doesn't take a genius to realize that, you know what I mean, next level is probably 55K. Well, it was good level to watch 0 ago. But I mean, I will be cautiously short in here because you're not getting a good entry. You can easily get washed out, whether you're on a low leverage or high leverage. So I will proceed cautiously. If anything, if you really want to short something, short.
Well, what about spot though? Do you think now is a good time to start building a spot bag?
Spot bag. Yes. Yeah, I think spot bag, you can start building a spot bag now because you're DCing over a long-term period. Like you probably want to see a significant return on investment for another 2 years. If you start buying now, there isn't really there's no downside to it. You know what I mean? Even if you fall lower to 35K, 40K, which I don't see happening anytime soon. We're kind of predicting towards the end of the year, so we'll probably see the market bottom out. I agree with that sentiment. But if you want to start doing a spot back, I don't mind that at all. I think if you have the capacity to dispose, I was disposing now. Personally, for myself, I'll wait a little bit more. But then again, someone that doesn't have time to sit around the computer checking the price charts, being more active, you probably want to start doing a spot right now.
Yeah, I think that now is when the opportunity to start building your bag has really like presented itself. Is it the exact bottom? I don't think so. But then again, you also can't predict where the exact bottom is going to be. Even if we predict that it's going to get lower towards, the end of the year, or we're in June now, so maybe in the next quarter it might dip lower further. But we can have our theories, but we can obviously look at the evidence now. If when Bitcoin was at 125K, you looked at the market and you said, I would buy it at 60, then it's probably a good time to buy. You don't want to get to a point where it's like you're watching and you're watching and you're watching, and then it bounces and it doesn't come back to that level. So yeah, I mean, when I say buy, I don't mean put your whole bag, and obviously it's not financial advice. But if you start desealing from now, and then you put in more size as it drops, you'll probably thank yourself in the future. And yeah, I don't think now is a bad time to get that.
Yeah, totally agree. It's not a bad time to get in. Right now, I want you man to guess something. Guess what the number 2 coin is by market cap. Don't check, bro. Don't check. Just guess.
By market cap? If you're asking me that question, then it's probably not ETH, which I would have expected.
I'll still guess ETH. I mean, I don't think it's high because I think no one would know. Like, it will be a bigger news than it is now because I haven't heard. I'll still say it's ETH, but probably losing ground very quickly.
I'm gonna say it's a stable coin. Yeah, I'm gonna say stable coin.
That's a good guess.
Harris did some thinking. USDT has a higher market cap right this second, and they're currently battling between 186, 107, 131. But ETH is in third spot, bruv. Who's to say we're not gonna wake up next week and BNB takes over ETH? Obviously, highly unlikely based on the current market.
BNB's been putting in the work too, so it's not impossible. Okay,
they've been putting in the work, but basically, yeah. So ETH is now number 3 on the list. The
But-
USDT has taken over.
CoinGecko
Huh?
or CoinMarketCap?
Nah, this is on CoinMarketCap.
Okay, it's slightly different on CoinGecko.
Yeah, I think it's even wrong on CoinMarketCap, but my point is the numbers are so similar.
No,
It's so similar. It's Huh?
No, I said it's very, very tight between the two of them. So.
Yeah. I think in about 10 minutes, ETH will probably edge it. Even right now, I'm looking, ETH is edging it. But why are they so close, bruv? That's my point. Why are they so close? Because we're in a point of the market where it's extremely risk off. Everything's soft. We're in a full bear market. Crypto companies are letting people go. We're seeing outages in things like Base because of people companies letting people go, bro.
And they don't have the technical team to keep up the network.
Nah, because they say AI can do everything in it.
Oh, that's
But yeah.
That's in blockchain. Oh, that's dumb. No, that's dumb.
Crypto's on a hiatus, bro. If you're acquiring now, go for it. Extreme fair and greed sitting at 15 or 12 if you look at CoinGecko. Stay calm, man.
They come.
I got one more thing to add to this here. I'm looking at some of my favorite altcoins, I want to give you guys some numbers off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Neo, guess what price that is right now? Less than $2. Was $1.85. How much is Arbitrum? 7 cents. How much is ENS? $4.
What?
Yes. How much is 1 inch? 6 cents. How much is Filecoin? Irrelevant. It's not even sure it's just Satoshi. How much is ICP? $2. Jupiter, 20 cents. Ondo, 30 cents. What else? We'll give you a top.
You say you're gonna buy these or what?
No, I'm just saying, like if you're telling me, oh, the bottom is almost in, I will ask you, please show me how you know the bottom's in. Like how? Explain your because and people will think, oh, like the altcoins chart are so oversold. Surely the bottom is in. It can make a new low. That's one thing I learned in crypto. If you think the low is low, it can be lower. Because a wise man once said, altcoins exist only to be shorted to zero. Right? So I'm just like, fam, it's not looking good, bruv. Like, you can't tell me what in the bull market or the bull market, the phase 2 of the bull market is coming. Bro.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.